apologize in advance if the wind picks up, because it has been doing a couple gusts and I know it will make my audio very subpar. So today I want to talk about kind of the Joe Rogan Vegan Gains thing again. See, very shortly after Vegan Gains made his Joe Rogan versus Vegan Gains video, which I didn't really enjoy very much, Joe Rogan started posting some silly stuff and I didn't see the interview where he interviewed the two guys that made Cowspiracy, so I don't know how it went. But in the other video I made, I mentioned how from the snippets that Vegan Gains showed, it seemed like it was a good thing. It seemed like it was open dialogue. The questions that Joe Rogan was throwing to them in that interview were questions a lot of people had, and the Cowspiracy people had done a lot of research and knew a lot about veganism, so they were giving good answers. So I thought it was good. I thought it was getting ideas out there. But the posts that Joe Rogan did later were just silly. He was all going off on things like plants are, what if plants have feelings and all this. And so it's kind of cool because since Joe Rogan did that, Vegan Gains got kind of mad and made another video. And I thought this one was a lot better. Like, the things that Joe Rogan did provoked Vegan Gains to actually be a lot more thorough and explain stuff a lot more clearly. And gosh, there is that stupid wind. I apologize. I don't know how I can stop this, so please just bear with this horrible audio. Anyway, Vegan Gains was doing a really good job of pointing out why this was nonsense, like such as the fact that why would biology give plants a nervous system if it didn't give them mobility? Like, most things serve a function, and animals, we have the ability of emotion, so pain gives us information to respond to save our lives and pretty much stick around long enough to breed and pass our genes down. That's kind of like the point of biology. And we've scientifically studied animals and see that they have a nervous system and see that they register pain. There hasn't been one study to see that this is the case with plants, and it doesn't biologically make sense. Plants interact with the world in a way of chemical reactions and whatnot. They don't run away from stuff and chase stuff. And then he went on to say, like, even if plants could feel, vegans kill a whole lot less plants than meat eaters because it takes tons and tons and tons of plants to raise this meat. Whereas if you just eat the plants, you're directly eating it, and it's a more direct processing. It requires a lot less plants being taken out. And he talked about some other things too, like Joe Rogan threw up some things on healthy cholesterols and stuff, but Vegan Gains was pointing out how there were like unhealthy things that were in the things he was talking about that he had just mentioned were bad. And he covered things good in this one. He still had his same insanely negative, condescending tone, but I was willing to deal with that in this case because I liked the actual information. Like, I've probably seen enough of his videos that maybe I've gotten desensitized to that, because I do admit that's not something I would ever want to put out there. Or I could see someone that had never seen a Vegan Gains video seeing that and going, oh my gosh, he's so rude and negative. But when you've seen a lot of Vegan Gains videos, you're just used to that. But I did think that this video was much better done than the first one he did. I thought he made a lot of good points. I thought there was a lot of good information in it. So I actually recommend the second one. You could watch both of them just to have like a frame of reference or whatever. But the first one, it just seemed like he was on another one of his mock the meat eater kicks. Whereas the second one, it seemed like he was actually passing down some good information. So I thought it was a good video. Anyway, my burrito's probably done, so I better go eat that. And again, I apologize for all that wind.